First, it's Copa del Rey, Showcase Regatta of the Mediterranean, and the 52 Super Series are back. 11 boats racing from 7 different nations. Newcomers to the series are Spooky, sailed by Olympic medalist Steve Benjamin, and an American crew. Tommaso, a special haircut for this regatta.
Yeah, especially made by myself and my son. I went back to Milan and all the barber shops were closed and it was steaming hot, so I had to do something and we worked together and the result I think is okay.
And we talked to us about the regatta. What's your expectations and hopes for the Copa del Rey?
Any one of the top 10 boats can win a race and can win the World Regatta. We're trying to do our best day by day and try to stay out of bad situations and mistakes and see the result at the end.
Defending champions are Quantum Racing. Now this week the helmsman will be alternating between Dalton and Doug DeVos. They won the practice race. Can they defend the title?
We've had pretty much a stable crew since the beginning of Quantum Racing, and any changes that we've ever made in the past, we've always been able to do well before the season. Everything pretty settled, and you know, when you have this type of racing that's so close and so intense all the time, just the type of communications, I mean, those have probably been the biggest things that we've struggled with, is just the communication between the tactician and the driver at critical situations. And this fleet is so tight and intense that if you're 3 seconds late on a maneuver, that can cost you 5 or 6 boats. And, you know, we've really felt the wrath of that in some of these changes.
Among the 52 Super Series, there are boats which still have a very high proportion of amateur sailors, some of whom have sailed for many, many years with their owner, like Provezza, where Ergen Imre has sailed with some of his friends for more than 30 years.
We're sailing 25, 30 years together, and without them it's not enjoyable. Actually, that's why we keep them. We won the Copa del Rey here in '97. That was the biggest achievement for us, and so people know us and we know the business, so we're happy.
And the ever-smiling Jean-Luc Petit-Huguenin, the owner of Paprec, loves the Copa del Rey. What's your expectations for the week?
Expectation, nice weather, nice women in the club, so everything to be happy, and nice boat with many competitors. Fortunately, we are not the first. You always think you buy a new boat, you'll be first, and the other they buy also a new boat.
So race number 1 for the 34th Copa del Rey Mapfre got underway for the 52 Super Series in a gentle sea breeze, 10-11 knots off the start line. Very shifty though as the race went on, but from the start Azura made their presence felt off the pin end of the line. They won that key spot, got out to the left into the better pressure, and that really gave them the first jump, the first extension, and from there they were pretty much uncatchable. Battle was for second, third and fourth really. Platoon came round the top mark, nicely positioned in second with Allegre in the mix. Down the first run, Allegre stayed to the right and made some gains to go round in second. Meantime, Platoon made an error or were penalised for a crossing with Provezza, and that cost them dearly. They ended up dropping from second to sixth, as Markus Wieser explained.
The umpires gave us a penalty, so Harm, our owner, he freaked out a little bit and was shouting, but we still had to continue racing, and we did our penalty turn, and then we lost 3 boats, but I said was unforced. That's like in football, if you get a penalty against you, you have to deal with it, and you have to continue, and you can't just give up and say everything is shit, so you have to keep fighting, right?
Race number 2 was sailed in a much more solid sea breeze, 13-14 knots off the start line, up to 15 at times, but still a little bit patchy in places. Best start was Azura. Azura led out to the left side once again, and really they were in the mix, looking catchable at points, but Allegre had a nice start, third of the way up towards the committee boat, and really did their own thing. They came round second, and that set the order round the course. Allegre pushing Azura hard at times. They were bow to bow round the leeward gate, and really Azura only managed to extend up the second beat. Allegre, nice second place, second in a row, and very close through the finish line between Quantum Racing and Platoon. Too close to call, but Platoon given the credit that it could still change.
Dalton does a great job driving the boat, and it's fun to watch, and it's kind of neat to be able to again do this together, so it's a great opportunity for us.
Yeah, it was a good day. We came out with our goal to be 7 points on the day, and we got that. I mean, obviously we were hoping we were less, but it was good. we're pretty happy.
For me, for sure, the boat looks fast. That's important. Still, we are in a good shape, and I hope that we are able to maintain this kind of result. Now, this result is impossible, but even a little less is still good.
So with Peter Holmberg, then the tactician and the spooky, first day in the 52 Super Series, how was it?
A little bit brutal, a little bit bloody in the nose, you know. But good, eh? It's the practice days went well. Felt good going into today, but everybody lifts their game a little bit on the race day, and just that little bit makes such a difference, you know, right from the start. A couple inches there, and then just life gets a little tougher. But yeah, the boat's good, team's good. We're ready for day 2.
Standings after 2 races, Azzurra on 2 points, second Allegra on 4 points, Quantum Racing on 7, and in 4th place Platoon on 9 points. So that's it from the Copa del Rey, our first day here in Palma. Very, very good racing. Azzurra just leading with their 2 wins. Join us again tomorrow in Palma.